Hello, beautiful people. How are you feeling today? Are you feeling amazing? Are you feeling good? Or are you excited to learn something new? Because I am surely excited to teach you this amazing thing which is going to help you create an entire business out of your own, or maybe create a brand page on YouTube. So let's learn how to YouTube in 2023. Before that, let's quickly get to know me a little better. Who am I? I am the co-founder and CEO of Big Mouth Digital and Media, which is an agency which I ran for about 5.5 years and worked with about 150 plus brands across 15 plus industries and delivered 650 plus campaigns on digital. And I'm also the chief educator and founder at Tarun Speaks. Along with that, I also run a podcast called Be Limitless with Tarun Makhija and an Instagram show called Tarun Ke Saath, with the only intention of giving back to people whatever I learn and whatever new guests which come on my podcasts and my Instagram live show can give back. And I am an IT engineer. Yes, I'm an IT engineer turned digital marketer come educator who loves to spread smiles wherever I go. So far, the big mission that I am here for is to train and educate and empower 1 million individuals by December 1st, 2025. So far, we've been able to teach and train and empower 11,093 individuals and professionals. Well, I have worked with brands like Axis Bank, Tanvarsha, Flummy Global Logistics, Blue Sea Worley, Purple.com, Organic Harvest, Gatsby India, to name a few out of the 150 brands I have worked with in the last 6 to 7 years across 15 plus industries. I have worked on 650 plus campaigns on digital, and I have delivered 675 plus sessions on digital personal branding and content creation, both a mix of offline and online. I have delivered about 60 plus keynotes so far, and each one of them has been a lot of fun. I have a combined experience of 7 plus years in counting in digital marketing, branding, and in business. This is me at a few glimpses of my very first batch on the bottom right, very first batch of my coaching and training and corporate training career. And this is me teaching at various colleges, various institutes. And this is me training at corporates and me getting an opportunity to represent my agency at the Google headquarters in Mumbai in 2019 as one of the top 50 upcoming digital marketing agencies of the year 2019. Awards I've won so far are the Next Big Creator Award by Pepper Content in 2021, the Captain of the Year in 2021 by My Captain, and the Captain of the Month for several months as well. And also, I was ranked as the top 50 educators in the country by Graphy by an academy. I have delivered corporate trainings and sessions and workshops at HDFC Bank, Reliance Retail, Tata Play, Reliance Entertainment, Wellington Institute, Masters Union, SP Jain, VIT Valor, and so many more. And I'm also associated with platforms like Seco.com, ADMC, Exili, IID, Creator Club, Tag Mango, Graphy, and many more. And a few brand collaborations I've done with a brand called Victorinox and Pepper Content. Now that's pretty much what I have done so far, and I hope you could take back all the learnings from me in this session. And with that, let's talk about YouTube and how can you develop a YouTube channel. First things first, start right now, start today. Do not shy away. I want to give you a task for today. Take out your cameras, record a video of you speaking on anything. Describe your day, describe your life, describe your points, describe your pets, describe anything, but record a video. Get comfortable with the feeling of recording yourself first. Second, you want to understand who is your target audience, because if it is for everybody, it's for nobody. Then what do? You find your niche and build the hell out of it. Develop only around your niche, because initially people will come to your YouTube channel for your value that you provide, for your content. And later on, when you become a 1 million subscriber person, they will be there for the person you are. Develop a strategy that you will actually follow. Know what you want to achieve from your YouTube channel before you start, and answer this from your viewer's perspective, not yours perspective. Why should anybody actually watch your content? Answer this question. One thing which will disrupt everybody and that nobody else is doing in that particular niche. How are you going to deliver this content? Frequency, format, all of it. Don't worry, we're going to discuss all of these points in much more depth. I'm just setting the context for you before we go there. Develop a value proposition for your audience in 5 to 6 words and tell your audience who you are and why should they watch you. Most importantly, build a community. Without it, your channel cannot survive. Let's understand all of these points in much more depth now. How can you actually build a YouTube channel? Number one, like I said, start right now. There are so many people who are still thinking of starting YouTube for months, days, and some probably even years. My advice to you is simple. Whether you're ready or not, start today, start right now. Every moment that you procrastinate, there are thousands and millions of people starting their YouTube channels this moment right now. You're already a step behind those people and you don't want to be doing that. You don't want them to be gobbling up your potential audience. So the first thing is to start right now. You have a fear, do it anyway. Just press the record button. Make the camera your best friend. I told you some tips in the session of Instagram Reels, Instagram as a business tool, wherein you make the camera your best friend by putting up a picture of a friend on the background of your camera, actually making a person sit next to the camera, talking to that person, or looking in a different direction. But in YouTube, you'll have to look to the camera only, compulsorily. Record whatever you want today. A task that I gave you at the start, I'm repeating it. Just become experienced with the camera. Just become comfortable with the camera. Look eye to eye in the camera and make this object your best friend, my friend. Yes, whether you enjoy it or not, try doing it today. This is the step one to become a YouTuber. Step two, learn how YouTube works. Yeah. You gotta go inside the understanding of YouTube, algorithms, everything, right? The chances are whatever you make initial days, initial months will not go perfect as you like it, right? The first step that you could take is making a video and uploading it. And after 1 year, you'll realize, what was that video? Where am I right now? That's what it is, right? With progress comes better work. So don't fall in the trap of perfection. Learn how YouTube works. Create a YouTube account with your Gmail accounts. Upload a video on YouTube. You don't have to publish it. Just try and upload it and keep it to your own self. And then whenever you're comfortable, publish it, right? You gotta gain experience through the workflow of uploading videos. The last thing you want to have is a brilliant video ready to upload, but you don't know how to use the YouTube system, right? We'll learn more about this in much more depth. Number three, develop a strategy that you will actually follow. Don't just try to develop something and then go in a different direction altogether. While you have some experience with you or you're just a fresh starter, I want to answer these 3 simple questions. Number one, what do you want to achieve on YouTube? Answer it from the viewer's perspective. I don't want to hear that you want 10,000 subscribers. Answer that I want to impact 10,000 lives by reaching. Answer from the viewer's perspective that I want to empower 10,000 people or 1 lakh people by actually teaching them about digital marketing or personal branding or just how-to videos or tech videos or finance videos. Because as soon as your viewers understand that you are in this entire game for your own benefit, your own personal gain, they'll unsubscribe, they'll not subscribe, they'll move out of your channel. Trust me. The moment you tell them that I am here only to give you and only to give you and only to give you, they'll be more than happy to subscribe to you, right? Tell them what can they gain from your content, and you want to stay away from selling yourself as much as possible, but sell what value you can give to them as much as possible. Number two, who is your target audience? Like we've discussed this a number of times in every session that you might have read in marketing. But again, try to be as specific. Which age group, what gender, what sort of people, what personas, what type of demographic, what type of psychographics, what are they interested in, what do they like to do, what do they like to love, what do they like to consume, what do they not like to consume. Are you making a channel for cricketers? Are you making a channel for moms? Are you making a channel for fathers? Are you making a channel for youngsters? Are you making a channel for Gen Zs? Are you making a channel for girls who are loving fashion? Are you making a channel for makeup? What is it that you're making it for, and who is it you're targeting? Because if everyone is a target audience, then no one is a target audience, my friend. Right? And more crucially, why should they even watch your content? There are millions of gaming channels out there. hundreds and thousands of Fortnite channels out there. How are you going to distinguish your content from everybody else's who is on YouTube right now? You need to disrupt the status quo, not be a part of it. Be something that people have never seen. Become a person which is like Carrie Minati, or like a tech burner, or like a technical guruji, or Mr. Beast, or whoever you like as your favorite YouTuber. So, what do you want to achieve from your channel? From the viewer's perspective? Who is your TG, target audience, and why should they watch your content? 3 simple questions to answer before you begin your YouTube channel. And finally, how are you going to deliver this content? The frequency, the format. How often are you going to deliver it? Don't take a lot of load, make it once a week at least, then you can take it to twice a week. Is it going to be at a particular time of the day? If yes, specify that. Think about when is your audience most likely to be on YouTube. Depending on where your audience is, which type of audience you're trying to get into your channel. Comic, humor based, post evening hours. Serious educational content, maybe morning hours. Motivational content, morning hours. Describe their watching habits, understand how much are they liking, and understand how much time they're willing to give you out of their entire day to consume your YouTube channel. Right? So decide what's going to be best for you and your audience depending on your TG. Number 4, find your niche and build the hell out of it. If you are regular to YouTube, my YouTube channels, then you have to see that one thing, which is I and only I know what I am doing, but my audience knows that too. If you're giving an answer such as my channel is about beauty, about travel, about digital marketing, about vlogging, it is too many things, and too many things will not help you. So get rid of all the ands and make it just one specific topic when you start your channel, because you need to appeal a very specific audience. Initially, grow it with that value, then diversify into more topics. Not a problem. But initially, give me value on one topic and only one. Figure out your niche by writing what you're good at on a piece of paper. Second, circle things that you're better at. Third, circle those things once again, like double circle those things that you want to become best at or you are best at. Talk about only those things. A way to figure out your niche, as simple as that. Once you've grown your channel and gotten 1 million subscribers, they'll fall in love with you. And you can take them on a journey wherever you want. From travel to spiritual to fashion, wherever you want. Just understand that when you're starting off, people will come to you only for your content that you have and the value you can give to them. Alright. Number 5, confirm your value proposition. For example, my value proposition is educating 1 million individuals by December 1st, 2025. To refine it for YouTube, what did I do? I made it even further niche, educating people on digital marketing, content creation, and personal branding. It tells you the who YouTubers are targeting, who is it that you are trying to connect with, why should they watch, and what will they gain. So the who over here is students, upcoming marketers, entrepreneurs. Why should they watch it? To learn something more about digital marketing, personal branding, or content creation. Confirm your value proposition. Once you've thought about and answered all of these questions, I want you to wrap it up all in a beautiful, nice little present called your value proposition. This is your elevator pitch. Try and tell your audience who they are. Try and tell your audience who you are. Why should they follow you? In about 6 words. For example, my value proposition is educating your YouTube journey. To amplify it, what I've done is making sure that I change it to educating your digital marketing, personal branding, and content creation journeys. So it tells you who am I targeting and why am I watching, who should be watching me and why should they watch me in the first place, right? Try it in your turn right now. Take 10-15 seconds, actually take a minute or two. Write your value proposition. What is it that people should come to your channel for? Number 6, invest in the right audio equipment, because you cannot get yourself a dedicated high quality equipment, then you cannot just start doing YouTube. You're wondering what should be your first tech upgrade? It should be 100% your audio, and here's why. Bad audio is much more distracting than bad video. So everybody hates bad microphones. So get yourself a basic microphone if you can start with, even if it is from your computer, don't go for a Blue Yeti if you cannot, or a Shure mic if you cannot. Get a Mauno or get something that can help you start this right. Number 7, create a formula with template-based videos. Videos need structure, like how in a podcast you had an intro, you had a core part of the video and an outro. Remember, at the beginning of this entire session, I told you to start recording a video. You don't need to have a template for that one, but for all your videos, you need to have a template. For example, an introduction to start with, a teaser on what's going to be going on for the rest of this video. Then introduce a branded intro followed by an introduction to who you are and a call to action to subscribe our channel, because a lot of people might not go to the end and might not subscribe. But initially they are all there for the first 15, 20, 30 seconds, so they might end up subscribing. Then you go to the meat of the content where you are right now with me, which is the meat of the session. And in the end of the video, you'll see how can you give them an end. For example, subscribe for more, watch out this space for more. If you liked what you saw, subscribe or something else. Your show formula will take time to structure and it's going to evolve over the course of your time. But try and keep an eye out for all the YouTubers that you love. As rough and as random they might appear, there's always a structure and story behind each video. That's why you watch them. Storytelling works always, whether it's YouTube, podcasting, or an Instagram post or a LinkedIn post. All right? Okay. Number 8 is learn to love analytics. The first thing you need to love is click-through rate. This is going to tell you how enticing your titles are and how clickable your thumbnails are. The more clickable they are, the better click-through rate. If your click-through rate is going down, change your titles, change your thumbnails, do what you want, because I'm not going to give you all of the same target to reach, right? You cannot reach out to everybody with the same thumbnail. Check what your current click-through rate is. Check whether it's 2, 4, 6 or 8%, and I want you to try and improve that by 2-3% this year, because that is going to give you so many more views. Better thumbnails, better titles. The other metric that has been important is watch time. You got to create a higher watch time for your audience that tells YouTube that your content is being valued and watched by more people. And YouTube is going to show it to more people, because YouTube wants to make sure that people spend more time on their apps. But if you make shorter videos, that doesn't necessarily mean you make longer videos. So your audience might not react very well to longer videos. So keep doing your shorter videos. Don't need to make longer videos, but just those shorter videos, if viewed by many people, can give you a better watch time. Getting my point? Yes? Alright. What I will try to say is maximize the value of your watch time in the videos that you have. Look at the audience retention. Look at how your videos stack up. Similarly, look at how much is it getting viewed on an average. 70%, 80%, 90%. That means that you're doing exceptionally well. Right? So then try longer videos if it is a viewing rate of 60, 70, 80%. Tip number 9, create an engaging, interesting channel banner. Specify when to expect your videos, on what topics, how often. When to expect your videos, on what topic and how often. Don't make it a generic thumbnail from Canva or from Google. Because if you do that, it's going to be a big no-no. Your audience is not going to understand what you're trying to do. They might not end up following you. Are you getting my logic? Yes? Alright, so follow this as much as you can to the T. Customize it each time you can. After you've created your YouTube channel, there are a few more things that you need to do with your YouTube channel. And these are a few things that you need to keep in mind while you are developing your YouTube channel after you have created one. Number 1, writing a full, detailed, keyword infused about section for your YouTube channel. First of all, it's going to tell the viewer what is it going to get from your channel, about the channel, right? So introduce who you are, reinforce what the user is going to get, and even more good stuff in another paragraph. YouTube does search these channel descriptions, so it also is going to help you with SEO. The better your about section, the better keywords it has, the relevant keywords it has, the better chances of you getting most relevant people coming to your channel. You don't want a digital marketing YouTube channel to be viewed by people who love cars. Doesn't make sense. So keyword infused YouTube channel description is the way to go about the right about section. All right. Number 2, invest in lighting equipments. If you're going to be filming outside most of the time, brilliant. You already have natural light, you have all the sunshine in the world. However, if you're filming indoors, you probably want to invest in some proper studio lighting. If you can't do that yet, start with a basic ring light or basic lights which you can afford to. And investing in a new camera can be a daunting expenditure. So try and use it with your iPhones or whatever phones you use initially. Be consistent with it for 6 months. Then take the camera is my suggestion, because you don't go to the gym on day 1 and buy new shoes. You go to the gym constantly for 6 months or 3 months and then you buy the new shoes. That's my logic. That's how I create. I didn't get a mic for myself for the longest period of time, for almost 8 months of me creating content. Then I finally invested in one because I thought it's the right thing to do now that I'm consistent with it. Right or right? Absolutely right. Right? Okay. Moving forward. Tip number 3 is going all in on your YouTube custom thumbnails. Now, for the best thumbnails, I'm going to tell you some YouTube thumbnail tips and tricks. Number 1, if there's a human which is going to be featuring in a thumbnail, make sure that it's either of these 3 eyes that you can connect people with. The 3 E's of YouTube thumbnails are eyes, excitement, and emotion within the human. People connect with people, and when they have an expression, they're bound to connect with them more often. The more you have people and humans on your thumbnails, the better chances of you even getting a click in the first place on your YouTube video. Do you want more YouTube videos and do you want more clicks on them? Obviously, yes. Feature humans, feature yourself, edited brilliantly in canva.com. Number 2, try to use colorful backgrounds that help you separate the foreground and the background. Like purple background, yellow t-shirt if that is what you're wearing. Orange backgrounds, blue t-shirt. The more contrast you help you create, the more focus on the thumbnail is going to be of your audience. Because when you create a contrast, people want to look at that video, unlike a black on black foreground and background video, unlike a white on white, unlike a blue on blue. Contrast helps you get more clicks too. So build contrast, use colorful backgrounds, and separate your foreground and your backgrounds that is going to contrast with your competitors, and make sure that you stand out while people are scrolling on YouTube. Another thing to keep in mind is always design keeping mobile friendly thumbnails. The font size has to be at least 50 or more so that I can read it comfortably on your mobile phone, which is as small as this much, not on the desktop. People consume 90% of their video content on YouTube on mobile phones. Specifically in 2023, as a matter of fact, it is going to increase. So use a font size which is easier to read, easier to understand, and legible. Legitimate and legible as well. Right? So the more you oversaturate your colors and contrast them better to give them more pop, they are going to get more attention. So you sharpen your thumbnails exactly for the same reason. Got it? Alright. Use the thumbnail to give a story of the video itself. You want to entice people like how you see a movie trailer and you're enticed by watching it. Or a movie teaser poster for that matter. Don't give them the entire story, but give them something that makes them want to stick and click on your video. Yes? I hope that makes sense to you. So try doing that. Tell them the entire story. No. Tell them a part of the story which makes them click and then go ahead. If you're doing tutorials, show the viewer the payoff in the thumbnail. What is it that they're going to learn from this tutorial? How to use the iPhone. As simple as that. How to use A device, how to use B device, how to implement this strategy, how to implement that strategy, right? So that they still feel that they need to understand and see the video to know how to get there. All right? Okay, that is pretty much it about thumbnails. Don't forget to keep in mind mobile first designing for your thumbnails. Very crucial, very crucial, very crucial, very crucial, very crucial. Almost 95% of my views come from mobiles. And I have an average of 1,000 views per week, and even more sometimes. So you can do the math. And Design small. Remember, you will create a thumbnail on a full screen, but all of your viewers will see the thumbnail in different sizes. So design small on your laptop and see whether it's visible to you or not, whether it's going to be visible on mobile or not. And lastly, when you finish a thumbnail, ask yourself, would you click on it? If you say no, then neither will your viewers. So change what is not right and then go ahead. Right? Thank you so much and keep rocking.